Welcome to HIIT. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. Right, first up, goblet squats. Okay, so we are going to take a 5 to 8k weight and you're going to go down. Your crotch is going to go by your knees and you're going to push your booty back. Make sure the weight's on the heels, make sure the abs are in, shoulders are down. And try to get the crotch back all the way down to the knees, pulling the abs in, and make sure you breathe. You don't have to use a weight. You can have your hands on your hips. Make sure you remain with that really good posture throughout. Right, next up, take the legs a bit wider, make sure the toes are facing forward and the heels are slightly in. You're going to lunge with a knee tracking over that middle toe to one side, take a squat in the center and then lunge to the other side. So you're going side to side and you're going to try and stay down the whole time. Again, you don't have to have that weight if you don't want to. You can either have your hands on your hips or take the arms out to the side for a bit of resistance with the arms. But try and stay down all the time, pushing the butt back, and really make sure you're turning out from the hips so you don't hurt your knees. Keep breathing and try and keep squeezing that crotch down to knee height each time. Right, next up, you've either got half jacks or full jacks. You can keep the arms up, you can keep them at shoulder height, you can take them above your head, or you stay down for half jacks if there's any injuries. Take it at your own pace and make sure you've got soft knees and the heels go down every single time. And don't forget to breathe. Pull the abdominals in, pulling the belly button to your spine, and just pull the shoulders down so you feel really nice and lifted in the core and the torso. Keep breathing, nice regular breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. At any time, if you feel super tired, or if anything hurts, take it to a half jack. Okay, now we're going to take the feet underneath the hips. You can take your weight should you wish. You're going to take a lunge back and then a knee lift. Try and get the knees at 90 degrees. A really decent lunge back so that back knee is driving towards the floor and your thigh is going straight down and your front knee tracks over those middle toes. And pull that knee up as high as you can get it. So you're working the abdominals as you pull the knees up and all the muscles in the booty and the legs as you lunge it back. As always, think about the stomach pulling in, shoulders down, so you're nice and lifted in that trunk. Okay, now you're going to start out and you're going to take 2 jacks in and then a squat jack and then recover. So you've got 2 jacks and then a deep squat jack. So you're thinking in, out, squat. Again, when we do squats, knees tracking over those middle toes, and pushing the weight back through the heels. So you don't overdevelop the fronts of the legs, you're really working on the hamstrings and the glutes. Okay, so you can pick up your weight again should you wish. And you're going to do your lunges on the other side. So feet hip width apart and a really decent lunge back, so you're not hyperextending that front knee. And pulling that knee up in towards the elbow, so you're working the abdominals. And then hitting that back lunge position, so the back knee drives to the floor and the thigh stays straight. The weight is through the front heel, not the toe. Try pressing that back knee down as far as you can get it to really work the glutes. Okay, so this time we're going to come down into an inchworm. Come forward either to a 3/4 plank or a full plank. We're going to do a tricep push and then either a jump, or you can do a squat as you come down. So with tricep pushes, the elbows are staying in towards the rib cage, so you work the triceps and not the pecs. Obviously the jump is optional. And try and hit that plank, 3/4 or full plank position each time. The triceps are the weakest muscle in the body, so the 3/4 plank may be a good option to actually get down in that full tricep without hurting your back. Right, this time we're going to do squat and heel raise. So again, you want to try and get the crotch to your knee height and then lift the heels off the floor at your own pace. So you're working the calves all up the back of the leg. Without throwing the hips forward, just squeeze the butt cheeks as you raise the heels off the floor. Breathe out as you come down and in as you push those heels off the floor. As always, abs in, shoulders down. Okay, so shuffles next. So you either take them as a single lunge back, the arms can be above you, or they can be in front of you, or you take it up to a higher cardio level with a shuffle jump. Try not to twist from the ankles or the hips, try and keep the feet as parallel as possible and underneath your hips, so they're not too wide and not too narrow. Having the arms above your head will increase your cardio output. And if there's any shoulder injuries, keep the arms in front of you. The body weight pitches slightly forward in shuffles too. Okay, so again, you can pick up your weight, you don't have to have it, the hands can be on the hips. And we're going to go for alternate lunges. Now you take a really big step forward, leading with your heel. Keep the feet hip width apart, lead with that heel. And try and take the biggest lunge that you can, so the back heel stays off the floor. And your back glute really works and that front outside thigh is really working as you dip down into that lunge. Keeping the spine nice and straight and stacking those shoulders above your hips. Okay, so now a bit more cardio. Touch your opposite toe and you either take the arms way up or you can do a little Starjit Jump. Keep the abs in as you come down. So this will work the obliques and the abdominals as you do that cross touch. And make sure that you're working through the feet if you're going to do the jump, so there's no shock going into the knees. Soft knees, abs in, shoulders down, and breathe in as you come up. Exhale as you do that toe cross touch. Back to planks. So we're going to do plank rolls. So this really works the abdominals. So we come down into a down dog position and you roll to your plank and then you push your hips high, heels down. So this really works the abdominals. Breathe out as you roll into that plank. Lift the hips high. And you can take the knees onto the floor should you need slightly less. Try to roll through each vertebrae of the spine. Keep those elbows soft and a nice long neck. So now again, feet underneath hips, sprinter lunge. So the hands have to be either side of that foot, the arch. So tap the fingertips down either side of the arch of that foot so you know your knee's in the right position. Lunge it back, chest down onto that thigh, and then try and really pull the knee up as high as you can. So you're working the glutes, the legs, and the abdominals. Breathe out as that knee comes up. And really pull the abs in and make it really nice and dynamic. Keep trying to get the fingertips on the outside of that arch, touch the floor every single time. Right, rest up and prepare for the other side. Really be aware of that knee tracking over that middle toe. Fingertips outside of arch and pulling that knee as high as you can, almost into the armpit. Next up, back to lunges. So they're in a slightly turned out position. The knee crosses behind the other knee into a really nice lunge, nice deep lunge, and then a karate kick, leading with that heel, bow and arrowing the arms. So push back and kick. So you're working all the muscles in the entire body here. Make sure that knee tracks over that middle toe and you're not turning out too much because you don't want to twist your knees. Get that bottom down so you can really feel it in the outside of the thighs. Lead with the heel, with the kicking leg. So you're actually working the obliques on that side as well. Okay, so other side. prepare. So the toes are slightly turned out and the back is up. So when you're crossing that other leg behind, it tucks into your front knee. If you want more, try and pitch that body weight over the supporting leg slightly, so it will create more impact into that supporting leg. And work the obliques and the side muscles. Okay, back to lunges again. Feet hip width apart, big lunge. This time you're going to remain static and take a half bottom lunge, so that back knee bends down as far as you can get it. An inch off the floor is great, and just come up halfway. Front knee, as always, tracks over that middle toe. Again, weight is optional. And make sure that that back knee is driving towards the floor and that your back thigh is nice and straight. Weight through the heel of that front foot. Right, options. You either do a jump, squat forward, and a squat step back, or if you don't want to jump, we do a step forward squat and a step back. So we're trying to stay down all the time. We're trying to keep the knees engaged. If you're choosing to do the jump forward, make sure you lead with the heels and use your arms to help you, just to get a little bit of that impetus. And try and hit the squat position. Try and get the crotch down. Bend those knees and push back. So the weight's on the heels as you squat forward. So you're using the glutes and the backs of the thighs. Okay, so we're going to go to the bottom half lunges on your other side. Feet hip width apart, big lunge, feet parallel, back knee driving to floor, front knee tracking over middle toe. Again, just have your hands on your hips or the arms out to the side for balance if you don't want to use the weight. Don't straighten that back leg, it is a bottom half. Weight through the front heel. Straight spine and shoulders above hips. Last exercise, cycles. Amazing for the obliques, for the abs. Elbows open. If you need less, then you tap your toes to the floor. If not, we're going to go for straight legs. And really try and get that rotation in the shoulders, but don't pull on the neck. So open up the elbows. You shouldn't be able to see your elbows. Think of it shoulder to knee rather than elbow to knee. If there's any pain in the back, bring the legs a little higher or tap them to the floor with a bent knee. If you want more, take the legs a bit lower. Try not to kick the legs, place them out in the cycles. Space between the chin and the chest and never pull on that neck. And we are done. Let's stretch. Stretch the body out. Take an oblique stretch. Nice straight spine. Now cross the legs and walk the hands forward and relax the head so you're stretching the outside of that glute from all the squats that you did. Stretch the legs forward with that same leg that was crossed in front on the top to stretch your hamstrings, and change over legs. Nice hamstring stretch. And then cross the other leg. Relax forward, abs in, relaxed head. Give those triceps a stretch, elbow to elbow. And then thumbs down, take the hands away from you. And you're done. Thank you very much.